Fatball Sicilian. Keep
Thank
on
you,
doing
bro.
your thing. You're listen, you're the king of Mob 2, bro.
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? We're back. Yes, we are for a second show. Why? I didn't make enough on the first show, so I got to make money on this one. Let me see. Sally, Michael Hensley, we love you too. Paul Atkinson, thank you for the super thanks. BTF Phoenix, Jesse Roth, I didn't cut you off, did I? I hope not. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Okay, yeah, just as long as you want, and then feel free to go. I feel bad when I come on at times like this. Miss Can't Be Wrong feels like she needs to be around. She doesn't. It ain't the same without you, Miss Can't Be Wrong, but you don't have to be here. You got to spend time with Mr. Can't Be Wrong. Stevie the Gypsy, Saxon, D. Gainey, Yerp, Jason Mikesell, Yerp, Gizzo, Ash. Shout out to whoever gifted me a membership a few days ago. I would assume that was probably Sally. I'm not sure, but yes, Ash's Wisco check. It's good having you back, by the way, Ash. It is. I don't know how the fuck you got blocked, but that's why I have to, I have to check that block list more often. Then again, there's names I'll never be able to find in there. There's still so many fucking people blocked. Matt B, what's good? Good. I'm glad you could make it. Oh, what's up, Midwest Mafia Productions, my man? So, I don't know if we'll get a lot of people tonight. Not a big deal. I don't know. It was probably a rogue wrench, Ash, because everybody knows you were cool. Everybody with a wrench. You never know. Antonino, you're Albert the Truth Telling Alligator. So, I was just listening to Jesse's show, and I think Chicago was going over like the latest on Romano. I did get it sent to me, but I think Chicago pretty much went over it. Apparently, he stole something from the roommate, or the roommate said he did. And, that's where he got the theft charges. And now he's got a restraining order against him, so he's homeless. He can't go home. Nick can't go back to his apartment, which is just fucking like, wow. I mean, holy shit. You have really just thrown your whole life away, Nick. Like, at least that's not YouTube related, though. Or maybe it is. I don't know. How fucked up is it, though? You know my theory that maybe Nick is, in that place, like, maybe it's government subsidized. Maybe he's living there because he's got some sort of mental issue. I mean, if that's the case, how funny is it that they placed him with somebody deaf, because like, say you were the apartment manager and you're like, okay, I can't give you a whole apartment. There's too many people. We got to split it up, or, whatever. We got to give you a roommate. And then they heard Nick talk and they were like, okay, well, we do have a deaf guy. So we're going to give you him because nobody will be able to live with you. I mean, what are the chances that's Nick's friend and they got an apartment together? Be honest. There's something going on here. Am I right? Why does he live with a deaf guy? Why? He stole his innocence. Let's hope not. Matt B, thank you. If I didn't already shout that one out, I don't think I did. Thank you, brother. Padre Sete. I hope I pronounced that right. $2. Thank you, brother. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. I gotta hit you all with this because so many people are yerping. You know what I mean? That's what I call it now. Yerping. Yerp.
What the fuck is you doing? What you doing, dickhead?
Dickhead?
Yeah.
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 Yo.
That never gets old. Never. I fucking love that video. I love it. I showed that to Shadow the first time I showed it to her. She just kept playing it over and over again. She's like, what's going on in this video? I'm like, you've been hearing me say yerp for years. Well, it's just a video of that. And then she noticed that somebody in the background, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but somebody yelled yerp in the background. Listen.
What the fuck is you doing? What you doing, dickhead?
Dickhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, yo,
Fuck is
yo.
you doing? What you doing, dickhead?
Dickhead.
Yeah.
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 Yo.
all right, enough of that. Oh shit. Good stuff. Good stuff. Matt B, thank you, brother. Again. Yeah, let's get it going. He's been here a couple times, Miss Can't Be Wrong, like in the last few weeks. He was one of the people I unblocked. He actually sent me a thing asking me to unblock him a while ago, and I tried, but I couldn't find him. So when I unblocked all those people, whatever it was, a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, then I was able to find him. I was like, what do you mean the win just keeps coming? The wins. Yeah, oh, he's winning. Like he said, I'm winning. He's winning, man. Since he's been on here, fuck. I mean, I think he had problems with his family over this. Remember, he left for a while. I don't know the deal with that though. But then he's got the civil case from Miami, out of Miami, whatever you want to say. Then he's got the fucking DUI. Now he's got this shit. Now I can't say all of that is MobTube related, but some of it is. And I mean, it seems like he was doing okay before MobTube. I'm telling you, there's something about this shit that makes people crazy. It does. I mean, I don't know how I've been able to hold it together for all these years. I don't know because, nobody's taken the kind of abuse I have, me and my family. But I don't know. I guess that's a testament to what type of guy I am. I guess to some extent I can let it roll off my back, or I'm just so used to it. I'm bulletproof. But some people have just lost their shit. My life has gotten better, substantially better every year since I've been on here. Whereas Nick hasn't been on here fucking 6 months, I don't think, right? How long has he been on here? What the fuck is going to happen next? What's he going to lose toes like Bay 8th? What's going to happen? A leg falls off? Holy shit. How many hours do you think he was awake before that? His page was going off every 45 minutes, all wide-eyed and shit. I don't know, man. A long time. Yeah, remember, this is the guy who, I don't watch him anymore, but I did when he started. I like his shows. I listened to his shows all through my little COVID experience in, what was that, June, I think. And he would be on till like 2 in the morning, 1 and 2 in the morning. And then he would, say he's going to go get food or something. And then he would be back on at like 8 or 9 in the morning. And he would say, I just woke up, or I only slept for 3 or 4 hours. It's like, holy fuck, bro. Wow. He never slept more than that, I don't think, a few hours a night. That's not good. It's not good. Between that and his, I'm sure, high blood pressure, I don't know if he's going to be around too long. But then again, guys like him live forever. No problems at all. It's the good people. Shit happens to them. Last week he was a baller. This week he's homeless. He went down so quick. Well, how is he a baller? I heard something about him having mad cash on him or some shit. Nick wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for FBS. It's always FBS's fault. Thank you for reminding everybody. Jersey Girl 732 999. Hey, y'all, walking the little lady. We'll be back in chat in a few. Hey, FBS. Yerp. Oh, and Match. There you go. Thank you for the 999. And as you know, guys, Jersey Girl is one of the biggest sponsors of the show. So when she says match, I'm going to need you to match. Plus, I got my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal all ready to go. Yet I haven't received any donations on there yet. Only one today, and that was from Hey Now. Hey Now. I can see him in court, Your Honor. It's a total misunderstanding. Well, I didn't see whatever show he did tonight, but I guarantee you none of this was his fault. It was just a big misunderstanding, He didn't steal anything. He didn't do anything wrong. Guarantee. He never does. He's never guilty. Because that's the only person who would stand to live with Nick, a deaf guy. That's what I'm saying. I mean, imagine. I never even knew he had a roommate. Then when I heard roommate the other day, I'm like, roommate? And then I heard he was deaf. I'm like, oh. Could you fucking imagine what life would be like? Let's just say you're in a position where you have nowhere to go and you have to live with Nick. Imagine, like you're watching TV in your room, door locked so you feel safe. Probably got a fridge and a microwave in there just so you never have to go out into the kitchen, you know? And then the screaming starts, or you go to sleep at a decent time, 9, 10 o'clock at night, even 11, 12 o'clock at night. And then all of a sudden the screaming starts, or you might have a girl over, you're doing your thing. And then all of a sudden the screaming starts. Holy shit. That's a way to lose a date real fast. That's like, you could be right in the middle of fucking a girl and she's going to be like, yeah, nope. I'm going to have to get dressed and go because I don't know what kind of madman you have living here. But I'm not sticking around to find out, Everything is FBS's fault. Dickhead. Everything. Oh, yeah, I thought about that yesterday. It would make sense for him to live with a deaf guy. Yeah, it would only make sense for him to live with a deaf guy. He lives with a deaf guy because he's such a fucking loudmouth. Well, that's what I'm saying. I honestly think that was a weird notification sound. What was that? Did you hear that? It's fucking strange. I honestly think he was placed with a deaf guy. I'm telling you, I do believe the theory that he's, somebody's paying for him to live there. And I'm talking about like the county or something. You know what I mean? And that place is, maybe a portion of the, the apartments in there, whatever, are designated to that. You know what I'm saying? People with disabilities or Section 8 or something. And they weren't going to give him the whole apartment. They said, we have to give you a roommate. We're not giving everybody their own fucking apartment. And then they said, well, who would we match this guy up with? I mean, even when he's talking like at a regular volume, he sounds insane. He said, no, I saw that. Joey Dimes, $5 for can we get a match? Hell yeah. Thank you, Joey Dimes, very much. Can we get a match? Guys, that's Joey Dimes. Of all people, he asked for a match. What are you going to say, no? How dare you? You don't disrespect Joey Dimes on this fucking channel. If you don't match his donations, I don't know if we could be friends anymore. Nick and Pizza, season 2 of Perfect Strangers together in the camper. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me tell you something, guys. If there was a Kickstarter campaign to get a reality show up and running that stars Nick Romano and Tony Pizza as roommates, I can't say I'd give every dime I have, but I'd give a lot of money just to see it. And I would encourage everybody else to do the same. I don't even care if they both get rich and famous. Most likely, Nick would kill Tony Pizza and then Nick would go away for life. So both problems would be solved. That's what I think. I think Nick would kill Tony. I don't think Nick is that much of a threat to like your average man, but to Tony Pizza, I think Nick would beat the brakes off of Tony Pizza. Seriously. Over 3 years now, it's FBS always. Always. I get blamed for shit other people do. I was talking about that with some people today. No matter what happens, I'm the one that'll take the blame. A totally different group of people could do something wrong. And somehow it'll be my fault. I don't know what to do anymore. Then again, I'm used to it. Jesse Roth, $5 for match. Joey Dimes, he's scary. Yeah, fucking right. Thank you. Did you get my super chat, Jesse? Because I kept skipping around. I don't know if you shouted it out. And it wasn't letting me comment for a while. I thought it wasn't. So hopefully you got that. Bro, I sent that to my buddy the other day. He was dying. Wait, which thing? I'm not sure which thing. I can imagine BK, the Staten Island version of the Europe guy. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. Yitho. I can't do it. Yitho. I just gotta put the lisp in there. Yitho. I'll crack your fucking skull. Yitho. Yitho, motherfucker. Say Europe. Europe. Meet me at the gym, cock. What? Meet me at the gym, cocksucker. Staten Island, off the Kill Road. I'll rearrange your fucking face for you. Oh, you didn't get the super chat? I had a fucking feeling. It was on there. Dee's responded to it. Because Or did I say Deez is a troublemaker in a regular comment too? I might have said it in a regular comment too. Fuck, I thought he was shouting out the super chat. Son of a bitch. I tried to send it like 50 times, but the last time it actually, the thing popped up from my Google, and I don't know. Could he be a bigger loser than Tony Pizza? No. No, fuck no. You kidding me? He's fucking Elon Musk compared to Tony Pizza. That lisp. Antonino, $10 for Match Dimes with a dime. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Damn. Stephen Cordell, $10 for double match. Beautiful. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. That's wonderful. See, I'm getting donations, guys. It's working. It's fucking working. Yeah, look at the lives of the people that have tormented you. Oh my God, I know. That's why another reason these people think that they're like destroying my life, or like I'm just losing my mind, or I'm watching MobTube all day. No, I take comfort in the fact that the people who, have insisted on attacking me for years now, their lives suck. My life is wonderful. So it gives me comfort. Let me see. Please say no to trucks. Their lives have gone to shit. Yes. Nick is just a jagoff. There seems to be an abundance of them on MobTube. Oh my God. Yeah. It's fucking way too many. I didn't realize he's been around that long. Who, Nick? 6 months or so? Yeah, about that probably. Well, we started talking to him, I think, in June, maybe late May. So it might be a little longer because he was here for a while before that. Was a little Joey Merlino video. He just wasn't, nobody knew him, in the community. And then James Proctor interviewed him and ruined everything. God damn it, James. No, I'm just kidding, bro. I love you, James. Saxon. So his roommate never heard Nick's motherfucker and made Guy Ranch in the next room. Could you imagine you're coming out of your bedroom, you can't hear shit, and you just see a motherfucker what the fuck? Just mouthing the words, "Are you a made guy?" Oh my God. Poor kid. Nick is an asshole. He pawned his roommate's hearing aids. You think that's what he did? So Nick's in a methed up position now. Yes, he's very methed up since he can't go home. No, he can't go home. That's fucking crazy. Poor Hector, the roommate. Are you a deaf guy? Oh, shit. As long as we're not making fun of the deaf guy, as long as we're making fun of Nick, we could say some things. Nick definitely has a methodology. Oh, he does, BTF. Nice one. Jersey Girl 732 $4.99. Please smash the like. Thank you. You two peeps in the bushes. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Jersey Girl. Thank you very, very much. BTF Phoenix is United Methodist for Methico. Wow, you guys are really on a roll. Like on Family Guy, remember the naked deaf guy? Oh my God, I do. That's right. Yes, I do. See no evil here, no evil. Oh, Saxon. Even Nick's roommate can't stand to hear JC. Oh, this is just getting brutal now. Yeah. Can't stand to hear JC. Oh, I thought you, Nick. Okay, yeah, no. JC is worse, isn't he? Sometimes he is. Fucking Nick, man. I couldn't imagine. Even being a neighbor, I mean, no matter what apartment he's in, somebody lives next door to him. And those apartment complexes, those walls are paper fucking thin. I mean, can you fucking imagine living with that? Oh my God. Oh, it's got to be a fucking nightmare. And you don't know. These people don't know. I mean, maybe they do, but they probably don't know Nick that well. They might think he's actually dangerous, and they're hearing this crazy shit. Probably rather live in the fucking the house from what's that fucking house called? Son of a bitch. I forget everything now. The Amityville Horror House. Nick would death strangle Tony Pizza. Oh, he'd kill him. Yeah. Casey Robinson, homeless edition of Trading Spouses. Spouses or spaces? Oh, no, spouses. Romano's roommate gets Leon, Pizza gets Romano. Listen, I think Romano's roommate would be better with Leon than Pizza. That's for sure. That shithole would be more disgusting than it is now. Yeah. Ash, $5. Thank you, Ash. Look at this shit. Look at this here. Oh my God, there's another one. Motherfucker. BK. Saxon, £5 for the BK impression gets me every time. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Sometimes I just snap into it. I'm down to only watching 3 shows on MobTube, FBS, Jesse, and CM. There you go, bro. That's all you need. Very good. Very good. You mean James Prochna, the FBI agent? That's what Pizza calls him, right? Yeah. James is a good dude. He is. But bad judgment on that one. Interviewing Nick. You know what I mean? And then out of that, somehow I fucking wind up. I don't know. I don't even remember. How did it happen, guys? How did it all go down? That Nick wound up on my show. What took place? Oh, whoa. Oh, right. That's right. James interviewed Nick, and Jeff Nadeau went off about it because he didn't believe Nick's story. And I had Jeff on here talking about it or something like that. And Nick, or we were talking about it on the show. Nadeau was in the chat and Nick popped up. I dropped a link for him. I think he was super chatting every now and then. Yeah. That's how it happened. So it's Jeff Nadeau's fault. Shit. I don't know. I'll tell you the truth, though. His story, I still don't think he's necessarily lying about this story. I think he's just crazy. PTF Phoenix, $5. Now that the Uber job is over, I suppose he could work for a shipping company. I heard they're speedy. Very good. Very good. Wait a minute. Oh, he can't Uber anymore because he don't have a car anymore, right? So his car is gone too. He still didn't get it back. Paul Atkinson, $5 for match. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much. Michael Hacker, yeah, great. Who cares? I hope Nick's legal issues don't hurt his security career. Oh my God, we wouldn't want that. Top flight security, Daniel Lorette, Canadian 149 super sticker. Thank you, Daniel. Holy shit, guys. Is this all I got to do is come on at night, or is this just like a one-time thing? It's not bad. I got 9 fucking super chats. And I got 3 Cash Apps? And a Venmo. Oh, let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep it going. A little bit more, it'll be a decent day. Or it will, have turned out to, whatever. Turn out to be, blow me. I hope Nick's legal issues don't, I read that one. What's up with your Uncle Anthony Raimundi? Well, he was at the Thanksgiving dinner. The whole family got together. Raimundi was there. I had a little fun with him. I roasted him in front of the family and stuff. They think he's a clown too. But I think his cancer is acting up or something. Didn't he say he has cancer? I don't know. He might be sick. I don't know. Last time I heard, because he wasn't really at Thanksgiving dinner, he had cancer. So I don't know where Raimundi went. I'm sure Stax will have him on. Hey, man, you're not going to fucking believe it, man. It's going to be a fucking reunion, man. Raimundi and Stax, cuz. It's going to be a fucking reunion. I'm going to get all the views, man. FBS ain't going to have shit on fucking Stax, man. I'm going to have Raimundi on. He's going to tell his fucking Vietnam story, man. And he's going to fucking talk about his 300 kills, man. And he's going to talk about what is some other stuff? He's going to talk about killing the Pope, man. And he's going to talk about killing Sally Burns. Not the real Sally Burns, but his cousin, man. There you go. Your night is better, you think, Larry? Looks like it. Bobby Barbarian. Hey, you're Taftwood. I literally just watched the FBS versus Raimundi video last night. Oh, really? Is that your introduction to the channel, or did you just finally come across it or something? Taftwood, listen. The thing that pisses me off the most is that it wasn't on my channel. You know how many comments? I told you I get comments on that video every single day without fail. Sometimes the comments will be, oh, there should be better sound or better video, or it's not my fault. It wasn't my show. And it wouldn't have been like that on my show. Stacks fucking. I don't know if he's got his audio and video together together yet, but I doubt it. It's fucking terrible, man. Terrible. FBS, have you heard from Mr. Shinebox? Hope he's doing well. And Steve Cutler. Shinebox, no, he's been gone a long time. Steve Cutler, he dropped in. When was it? It might have been around my birthday, something like that, or on my birthday, something. He drops in every now and then, but I think he's got a lot of, he bought a new home and stuff like that. So he's got a lot going on. That was my introduction to Bill Stacks. Oh, shit. Well, you were better off not knowing who he was. Stacks thinks he's half of Vlad. Half of Vlad. I like that. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Here's the thing about Stacks. It's always blown my mind that he has gotten some amazing interviews and still no interest. Nobody takes interest in those interviews. He had one of the fucking Menendez brothers, on the phone, like a phone interview from prison. I mean, Jesus Christ. He's interviewed a lot of fucking people, but he's terrible at it. Fucking terrible. I mean, guys, any interview I didn't do that many. Okay. I fucking took days. If it was an actor, I took days to watch every movie, every TV show, and go over their entire filmography. What just happened? It looks like my internet went out for a second there. I just went over everything, filmographies and, life stories and you name it. So I had all the questions ready and shit. I'd always have them written down. And if it was a mob guy or something, same thing. Some of the mob guys I interviewed, a couple of them, I didn't even really know their story, but I learned it real fast and I knew what to ask. And Stacks hacked the Wi-Fi reception. And Stacks, I'll never forget. Stacks wanted to interview Jimmy so bad. And Jimmy was, he was taking his time, I guess. But he liked the Stacks, so he was definitely going to do it for him. And he finally did. And I'll never forget this. This is a guy who's a MobTube content creator doing an interview with Jimmy Calandra from the Bath Avenue Crew. And somebody in the chat asked Jimmy a question about Frank DeChico. Not Georgie DeChico. Frank DeChico. And Stacks had no fucking idea who that was. How do you not know who Frankie DeChico was? How do you not know that? That's like not knowing who John Gotti was. Very strange. And he couldn't pronounce it. He said it all fucked up. And because of the way Jimmy couldn't see the comments. So because of the way he read it, Jimmy had no idea who the fuck he was talking about. He's like, I don't know who that is. Which is fucking Frank DeChico. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit. Terrible, man. He's horrible at what he does. I don't think he gives a fuck, really. I think he thinks that just having these people on means something. But nah, bro. You never made any money. I mean, the guy couldn't break his $100 threshold, meaning if you don't make $100 in a month on YouTube, whatever you make, if you make $99.99, you ain't getting it. They don't give it to you. You got to break the $100 to get your money, the $100 mark. And I remember him telling me he couldn't do it. And I mean, I watched his shows. I mean, he would get nothing. And then one time I went on his show and I did what I do for everybody. I asked people to donate and he made like $400. And I'm not exaggerating. This was a long, long time ago, but that was it. That was it. And apparently I didn't do enough for him. That's why he started trashing me and shit. I didn't do enough. I didn't fake a beef with him. I didn't interview him like he wanted me to, So his failure became my fault, of course. Taftwood, I'm not a huge fan. Seems like he talks shit when Monday wasn't on live. Then was all cool when he came on. Oh, yeah. One of the first things he told me when I asked him about Monday, like when we were going to have that debate, he said, listen, I know he's full of shit. Well, he said it more like, hey, man, I know he's full of shit, man, but he gets views, man. That's exactly what he told me. I know he's full of shit, but he gets views. Could you imagine if I did stuff? Could you fucking imagine if I had somebody on and then later said, I know the guy is full of shit. I just wanted views. Oh, my God. And then I'd be the view scammer. Oh, my God, he scammed his audience for views. It'd be something. Anybody else? I'm convinced that damn near anybody on MobTube could commit like a heinous crime on live on YouTube, like against a child or a woman, and nobody would say a fucking word. Nobody. But if, like, say I don't know, my shirt was wrinkled, the next time I did a live, it would be a huge MobTube story, like round the clock for at least 3 days. I miss the old days with all the good guys, and here the regulars, some good people, and I hope they're all doing well. Yeah, we still got a lot of them. We got, I think, the majority of them. But yeah, but you know what it is, Jersey Girl? Like, and trust me, when people go away, sometimes I'll check with them as to why. And I think a couple of people, maybe got sick of the bullshit, or sick of me, or I don't know. But for the most part, it's people just getting sick of all of it, and they're just done with it. You know what I mean? They just, or if they feel like they're getting dragged into it. I don't blame anybody for walking away from this horse shit. Stacks, Mr. Fake a Beef. He got sick tats though, I guess. Stacks hacked the Wi-Fi reception. Oh, that's the one I read. Yeah, that's what happened. Proctor's audio has always been shit. Sounds like he's in a tin can. Really? I remember one time. No. I remember a time where he was on Lee's show and it pissed me off actually, because I spend all this money on fucking microphones. It still sounds like shit. But James had like just a headset on with a mic. And when I was listening to it in the car, he sounded like he was on the fucking radio. I mean, it sounded great. It sounds like Canarsie sounds, that perfect, crisp sound. So I don't know, but I don't watch James, not because I don't like James. I don't watch James because I don't care about the mob shit anymore. So I don't really know what he sounds like now. JC, yank your antenna. He'd love to yank my antenna. Stacks and his diamonds and his Benz. Yeah. Remember when he went to the bank, like the strip club owner must have told him, gave him like a few $100 and said, go get all ones. And he had like a stack of ones and he was showing it off like ones. And I'm telling you, it wasn't more than like $300-$400 in ones. Maybe 5 or 6. Ridiculous. Stack's been hitting the weights or vice versa. I'm not sure the joke. I don't know. I know he tried to hit somebody with a weight and then he got his ass whipped. Like a fucking barbell or so. No, a dumbbell, whatever the fuck. I don't know what it was. Frankie and his uncle Joey, the Chico are household names. And Georgie too, to some extent. But the Kiko, is that how he pronounced it? Fucking terrible. And then Jimmy didn't even know what he was talking about because he pronounced it so fucked up. So Nick is out. Oh, Bobby, you're late. Not only is he out, but he's got a restraining order against him from the roommate, so he can't go home anymore. What does he do now? Where's he go? Nick, where do you go, bro? My God. I mean, all right. I don't want to get all addiction and recovery-ish on this show. But when do you hit rock bottom? Like, do you hit rock bottom with the fallout with your family, or do you hit rock bottom when you got the DUI, or did you hit rock bottom when you got the theft charges and you got arrested for trying to, I don't know, stab a 15-year-old or something? Or do you hit rock bottom when you are in jail, or do you hit rock bottom after you're released on bail, or do you hit rock bottom when you're homeless now because of your fucking bullshit? When's rock bottom come along? Most people would have killed for my rock bottom. I woke up in a hotel with one of the baddest bitches I've ever seen in my life. And even I knew it was time to get help. Whereas Nick is like, I'm not really there yet. And he lost his car too. I mean, holy fuck, bro. He's losing everything. Nick, I'm talking to you like a friend. You got to get help, bro. You have to get help. I mean, what's going to happen to you next? What's going to happen? But that's the thing I think about Nick. It's that Charlie Sheen mentality. That's why he made that video. Winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, and winning, and winning, and winning, all that shit. When you're in that frame of mind, I'm telling you this from experience. When you're, you know, you got to understand, like, when you're doing a lot of drugs, okay, even when you're not on them, like, even if it's a couple of hours out of the day, your brain is still fucked up. Your mind is still clouded. You can't, think straight. You make horrible fucking decisions. Even if you took a couple of days off, if you could do that, you're still going to be fucked up mentally, even though you ain't got the drug in your system at that point, And I don't know if he does drugs 24 hours a day. I would assume so. But even if he doesn't, he's his mind is mush. It's destroyed. So when you're like that, you do think you're winning. I took a lot of losses too when I was fucking doing all that coke and drinking and selling drugs and shit. I fucking thought I was a winner. I actually did. Meanwhile, I didn't realize that I was losing the respect of everybody around me. Everybody. I didn't realize it until after it was too late, honestly. I alienated a lot of people. I lost a lot of people's respect. I made a lot of people very, very mad at me. I destroyed relationships, and I didn't even realize it was happening while it was happening. Everything seemed like a victory to me. Guys, I'm nuts. You don't understand. I'm nuts. You remember I got jumped and I was literally sitting on the back of an ambulance, sitting straight up, laughing at the people who jumped me and clowning them and talking about how if I had a gun, I would have killed them all. I'm just like that. Okay. I would the last case I caught, it was like a big joke to me. Now that's a little different though. The thing with being jumped and shit, that's just because I got a screw loose, in general. But back then, little like stuff like catching the case or having my car taken by the drug task force. It's not necessarily like I thought it was a good thing or I liked it or I thought it was a victory, but it didn't even bother me. It was like, oh well, I got to keep moving. Like it's strange, and you don't realize how much you're losing. You don't. I mean, Jesus, the realizations I had to face and come to when I was in rehab is like, wow. But I knew I had no fucking choice but to just deal with it, or I can't stay clean and sober. But man, you get suicidal while you're in there sometimes. When it hits you, like when you're now clean and sober and you've been detoxed, and you're like, wait a minute, well, I did this to who, and I did what to that person and this person, and I lost this possession or that possession, and it's just. It's crazy. So that's where his head's at. In his drug-addled mind, he thinks that he's winning. He thinks that this is all fun and games, and he's doing a great job. He thinks he looks good on here. He doesn't even look at himself and say, ooh, okay, I got to at least get my appearance back together. He thinks he looks great. It's a sad thing. It really is a sad thing. And I think he's pure evil. Like if he died tomorrow, I would celebrate. But at the same time, I think he should get help. Don't get me wrong. This is not a case where I want him to get help because I truly believe he's a bad, bad person. Clean and sober, or currently on drugs or alcohol, doesn't matter. So it's not like, I've said about Lefty that I think if Lefty got clean, maybe he would go back to being the nice guy that he was in the beginning. And, he could possibly be liked again and be a fun guy to have around. No, Nick is pure evil, up and down, inside and out. So I don't care if he gets help, but I think he should, for his own sake. I think he should be seeking out help. But Nick is somebody who he's never at fault, and he'll never acknowledge fault in anything. He'll never, in other words, he won't even say, he doesn't have it in him to be a man and say, look at what I'm causing. Whether it's with drugs or alcohol or this YouTube thing, or look what's happening to my fucking life. Now I'm an inconvenience to people. I got people having to fucking bail me out. I'm going to have to crash on somebody's couch. I'm going to be inconveniencing them. I already put my neighbor through fucking hell. I'm chasing a 15-year-old around. Like I'm just a nuisance in anybody's life. Anybody who I'm involved with, I'm a nuisance in their life. Like that's how he has to, he has to come to that realization, but he can't because he's a great guy, according to him. There's nothing wrong with him. So it's everybody else's fault. I can't stand people like that. Just take responsibility. Remember, Stacks was an executive at that low-class strip club. An executive, yeah, right. That's selling your soul in a way. Taftwood, I'm not sure exactly what you mean because I'm so far behind. Nick is smoking next to tanks of propane. Is that a black mark on your shirt, FBS? Oh, come on, don't do that to me. I hope not. Oh, Paul, you fucker. That's not right. Where is it? Just tell me where it is. Don't forget Stacks drove a Benz for a week. And he was showing it off like it was his own. That's another person, mind is shot from drugs. He can't even differentiate between his own possessions and someone else's. Or at least, he's such a fraud that he'll stand there and show off a car that isn't his and everybody knows it isn't his, like it's his own. You know what I mean? And like, bro, let me tell you something. I could borrow a fucking Ferrari right now or a Lamborghini or a Bentley from Tone. I mean, I don't know how far he'd let me take it, but I could definitely hop in one and drive that shit while I'm live. But that's fraud shit. Like, why am I going to fucking... First of all, I look like an asshole if I did something like that because it's not mine and everybody would know it's not mine. What was the other thing I was going to say? Fuck, I forget. There was something else. Yeah, I would look like, I'd look like an asshole. And it would be, maybe I was going to say, it would just be, I don't know. It'd be fraud shit. You know what I mean? It's like, or, I don't know. It just looks like, look at me worshiping this other man's possessions. There's a bunch of reasons. It doesn't look good. I would never do shit like that. Tone is always in York City with his Bentley, his fucking Ferrari, his Lamborghini, always one of them. Yeah, he's got houses in, LA and Vegas and everywhere, but he also has one in Philly, so, and he comes to York all the time. Anytime I could find out, like I know where he goes to get his cars detailed. It's a friend of mine who owns the shop. So I could just be like, oh, bro, while you're there, when you're done, let me hop in the whip and just take it around the block or something. But why would I do that? They make me look stupid. It's not mine. And everybody would know it's not mine. And it's like, it's like trying to be someone you're not, because I'm not a guy who can afford a fucking Bentley or Ferrari or Lamborghini. So why would I play it off? Like if somebody shows off cars and they make it clear, like, look, this is a friend's or this is, whatever. That's one thing. But Stacks acted like that Benz was his. It's not his, and everybody knew it. Like, if I borrowed one of Tone's cars, I would go live and I would say, look at Tone's whip. Look at this fucking Rolls Royce Wraith or whatever. And I would walk around and I'd maybe show you a little bit of it while I'm saying that it's Tone's. I wouldn't take a bunch of pictures and post it with me like this. You know what I mean? Like it's my shit. Never in a million years. So Stacks is that's who he is. It's just like he bought that necklace that was probably $80 and he's saying it's uncut diamonds, which are basically worthless. It was garbage and a pendant. And he was talking about it like it cost $100,000. He's weird. The old Mob 2 was relatively innocent compared to now, you meant. There was beef, but the idiots on here now take it to stupid levels, and that's not for everybody. No, I know. I don't blame them. Anybody who walks away, it is insane, bro. It is. It's not like it used to be. It used to just be fun, even when people were beefing and roasting each other and shit. But little by little, it got crazier and crazier. And guess what? It's going to keep getting crazier and crazier. Oh, I don't know what that is in his own kitchen. What does that mean, in his own kitchen? He's eating in Subway right now. The building would have evicted him for the fire anyway. But that fire was on a patio, though. He wasn't like this. He spiraled down. Oh, yeah. He hasn't hit rock bottom yet. No, well, I know what you mean. Like you got to, it's your own personal rock bottom. You got to decide when you've hit it. But I think we can all say that he's hit his rock bottom. It's just like Lefty. Lefty hit his rock bottom years ago. It's just not low enough for him yet. You know, until he wakes up and has that epiphany, like, oh my fucking God, look at what I've done to my life. I mean, think about Lefty, for example. I don't know what that kid could be in life. I don't know if he could be anything. But I know that he wasted 3 years now, not making any real money, not advancing in life at all, and really only destroying himself. Mind, body, and soul. Destroying himself. That's why it's funny when these people talk about me like I'm the loser. I'm the only person who I know of on MobTube who I can say 100% for sure that my life has gotten better, substantially better every year. That's like I say, I'm the only one who can really justify doing this because I make so much money doing it. You know what I mean? Like people who don't do it for, I don't know. I don't know. You know my spiel on that, but I think about Lefty, what has happened to his life? I mean, what's he done? Has he, met a girl and gotten with her? Has he gotten married? Has he had kids? Has he gotten a good job? Has he saved up a bunch of money? Has he bought a nicer car? Got himself a crib? Nothing. Nothing. For 3 years, he's been bouncing from hotel to hotel, from couch to couch. And he sits on here like he's the fucking man, just like Nick. Like he's winning. There's something wrong. I'm telling you, it's that drug polluted mind. That's what it is. And that shit takes a long time to heal from. Some people never heal from it. But, you look at some of these people's lives and then you watch them look down their noses at people whose lives are substantially better by light years. And you got to ask yourself, okay, what's wrong with this guy? He can't be serious. You know what I mean? But they're serious. I remember when Lee clowned Stacks, Lee had him on his live and Stacks got triggered and jumped off. I don't remember that. Guys, if you want to keep donating, please do. I'd appreciate it very, very much. What did I just get? Oh, nothing. He'll be making baller posts tomorrow like he's just living the dream. That's what I mean. Drugs are the quickest route to rock bottom. It took me 34 years to get it right. Taftwood, I don't know who you are, but props to you and congratulations. I'm glad you, I'm assuming you got clean and sober. And yeah, it is the quickest way to rock bottom. Who's going to feed the cats? Probably that kid. Somebody will. Nick is Charlie Sheen winning. Yeah, he actually did that video. I mean, listen to this fucking weirdo. It may take me a second to find it. Here, listen.
I just keep winning. I just keep winning and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning. I'll see you guys later.
Why would he seek help if he doesn't think he has a problem? Well, that's part of hitting rock bottom. Your rock bottom is when you finally figure out you have a problem. But some people know it long before then. You know what I mean? I knew I had a problem long before I was finally willing to face it and do something about it. But Nick, though, I don't know if he has that in him, that part of his brain that just like Lefty, that makes him realize, hold on, I'm losing here like a motherfucker. Like Nick is losing. Nick is again, for the people who hate him, okay, like me, people hate me, but they gotta lie and say that I scam and do shit like that because there's nothing you can really say about me. You know what I mean? There's nothing, not honestly, nothing that's true, nothing that you could really use to clown me or any fucking thing. You know what I mean? My life is pretty goddamn good. I will never give the haters the satisfaction of seeing me fall apart or go to jail for this shit. Or anything. You know what I'm saying? Never. Nick has done the opposite. Nick, all the people who hate him, he's giving them satisfaction. First, they got to see him be served with fucking papers. Then they got to see him fucking, get the DUI. Then they get to see him in handcuffs on the ground, after threatening some 15-year-old boy and saying crazy shit to the cops, like I got all kinds of money on me. You know what I mean? Making a fool of himself. Then they get to see him go to jail for this theft shit. And now they get to see that he's homeless. So you're not winning. In everybody else's eyes, you're losing. And your haters are getting a great fucking laugh out of this. A huge laugh out of it. You know? It's that tiger blood, yeah. Charlie Sheen. Alcohol mess your brain too. I was sober all week and got drunk Saturday and Sunday, and my brain is in a fog. I feel like crap. I don't remember half the day Sunday. Yeah, that's what happens. You don't have an issue with drinking, though, do you? Fuck off, Daniel. It'll always be crooked. I can't get it right. The coffin behind me is crooked. I give up. You know the problem? This is an old fucking farmhouse, okay? And if you looked at my ceiling up there, you'd realize it's not even level. Like at the seam, you know what I mean? It's like on a fucking angle. Okay, so there's no way I could ever have this background looking right. I did before I changed it, and then like an asshole, I changed it. But you know how I had it looking right? You know how that Ali picture behind me was always so perfectly straight? That's how you saw it on the camera. If you looked at it in this room, it was like this. You know what I mean? But that's what I got to play with shit just to make it even in the back. It's enough to drive me insane. That's why I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Why should I? Half the fucking people on MobTube, 3/4 of them won't even show their face, no less their fucking house or their background. You know what I mean? What do I care anymore? I don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter to me. I look at that coffin. I want to jump off a fucking building. Look at it. It's completely and totally lopsided. Meanwhile, the way it sits, you know, with the lights and the Rocky picture, it looks like it's exactly how it's supposed to be. And it's not. And that Rocky picture is straight on my wall right now. That's the problem. Plus this camera and the way everything's set up, the camera's got to be in the perfect angle or everything's crooked. I actually have to I already figured it out. I got to pull that right side down at least like an inch and a half, just so I could kind of make things straight in the background. I don't give a fuck no more. I would do green screens if I could, but this is how they look. You know what I mean? It's fucking horrible. I would do some shit like this, but look. I don't know how the fuck Jimmy has this background. He's always had it. It's perfect when he does it. It's perfect. It looks like he's really sitting in the fucking room. For me, it looks like this. And I've tried green screens. I've tried fucking all types of different lighting. I just gave up. Look. It's all fucked up. Look, the mic is actually... look at this shit. That was for the Alpo show I did, by the way, when he got killed. I got Shanna's thing here. Look. Look, you can see Rocky in it, for fuck's sake. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Fuck that. Get that off of there. Yuck. Oh, my God. Let me fucking delete that right now. Yeah, I deleted that. Ugh. What else? We got MobTube. You know, York City. Got MRE's crib. Yeah, MRE's crib. Look, it looks like Rocky is hugging MRE. Look at the fucking... Got Recovery Tube right here. Got the fucking Halloween background, you know. But looks like shit. Look, what if I move this? Still looks like shit. See all the blue around my head and shit? If I move my hand, fuck this. I could blur it. I could do this. That's better. Maybe I'll do that. But even that's fucked up looking. I care too much, guys. That's the problem. I'm sick of caring. I don't give a fuck anymore. Didn't Mac sell Stacks those uncut gems? I wouldn't be surprised. Stacks got hit with dumbbells in his kitchen. Yeah. Ash, a lot of apartment patios don't even let you have a grill. And yeah, he had a whole fucking like bonfire out there. No, he had one of those bullshit fire pit, like those metal fire pits you could buy. It wasn't even a strip club. He worked at a karaoke bar. I think he was. But I think he was at a strip club at some point, right? Remember, there's a picture of Stacks with these strippers. Now, you guys got to realize Stacks is really like 5 feet tall. I'm not exaggerating. He is fucking tiny. tiny, 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 itty bitty, tiny, tiny. All right. And he fucking had a picture with these strippers. And you know, strippers, it don't matter if they're 4'11. When they put those fucking heels on, they're like 6'10. You know what I mean? They're fucking enormous. And they all got those stripper shoes on. And they're standing there with stacks. And it's one of the funniest things. It looks like a bunch of Amazon women with this tiny little man, like in the center. It's the funniest shit ever. I have that pic somewhere. Nick and Lefty are being somewhat propped up by their families, so they're never quite reaching their rock bottom. Good point. Joe Borsellino, what's up? Winning in reverse. Yeah, that would be called losing. Who the hell is that salami, Nick? Oh, you know about Nick. Funny how pizza wasn't around as Nick was flipping out. Like both of them on at once is too much crazy, even for MobTube. I heard he hasn't been around. If that's winning, I don't want to know what is losing. I feel you. That's a Phantom mic. The MRE background. Yeah. Those strippers were butt ugly, horrible strippers. Strippers you find in like, you know, like I don't know, like some dive in the fucking either the middle of nowhere, or like in the absolute fucking ghetto, you know? Like you walk up, you walk into the fucking place and the chicks are on stage with like, you know, C-section scars and like what looks like old bullet wounds and, you know, scars from being stabbed and burnt with cigarettes and shit. It's like, oh my God, what the fuck have you been through? Holy shit. Life can't be easy for you. I don't care how much money you're making. Watch at FBS MRE will say you're stalking him, LOL. Sick bastard. Stacks looks like he could somersault under a bed. He is small for fuck's sake. Yeah. That's a funny. I never heard that before, but he probably could. That picture was lady boys. LOL. No offense, any lady boys. Oh, you think? Nah, I don't think so. I think they were just very unattractive women. Very. I wish I had that fucking picture handy right now. I got about 15,000 pictures on my phone. No exaggeration. So I think it would take me quite a while to find it. And I'm just not that motivated, you know? Or as Mick would say in Rocky, I'm motivated. What do we got here? What time? 59 minutes, 21 seconds. Yeah, I think I'm going to be out, guys. I think I'm done. We had fun. This was actually a good show, in my opinion. So I'm probably going to start doing this more often. I'll start doing like I'll start doing like a, you know, like I always do, a 4 or 5 o'clock show, and then I'll come on at night after Chicago or whatever. Why not? Fuck it. Got to make money. Thank you guys for donating tonight. It wasn't a hell of a lot of money, but a lot of you donated, and that means a lot to me. It gives me hope. So, all right, guys. All of you have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. I love you, and until next time, so peace.